Hey guys, welcome back. Happy holidays. Today we're going to go over how to coach and cue your spine cars as well as a couple of other techniques to help you move your spine. Okay, oftentimes you see me in the clinic or for training, they really don't know how to move their spine at all. They're very stiff. So what we want to do is we want to promote the ability to move your spine either segmentally or multi-segmentally. So when you have a stiff spine that's unable to move, you're not able to disassociate your hips from your spine, so it's going to affect all of your lifts and all the activities you want to do. So by teaching yourself with your spine cars and a couple other drills on how to move your spine, this will help improve all of your lifts and all the activities that you like to do. So I have Jason here helping me out. And we're going to start our spine cars by grabbing our shoulders and crossing our arms. One thing to pay in mind when doing your spine cars is that we only want to move the spine and nothing else. So what happens is that typically, Jason, fold forward for me, is that wherever the head wants to go, the hips are going to want to go in the opposite direction. So we want to avoid this as much as possible. So what we're going to have Jason do is come back up, and in order to avoid the hips moving, we're going to have Jason create some light stability through his core. He's going to squeeze his glutes as hard as he can, squeeze his quads, and he's going to push his feet into the floor almost like he's trying to corkscrew them. From here, Jason's going to take his elbow and he's going to try to push it through the back of himself as he folds forward as far as he can, creating only motion at the spine, not at the hips. From here, your next cue will be rotate to the right as far as you can, because we're going to try to draw a nice big circle with our spine. When you can't go any further, you're going to peel this shoulder back as if you're almost trying to look over your left shoulder. From here, you're going to pinch your other shoulder blade back, so now you're in full extension. And then you're going to rotate all the ways over to the right while staying extended. From here, you're going to fold forward as far as you can, staying a little bit rotated in side bend, and then you're going to fold back to the center. And that will be your spine car to one direction. Have him come back up, and then we're going to start in the other direction. So let's have Jason refold down as far as he can. He's going to rotate to the right now as far as he can. He's going to extend himself while staying rotated, almost trying to look back over that right shoulder. Extend the spine nice and long, so he's getting as much extension as he can without letting the hips move forward. Rotating by peeling the left shoulder blade back towards me, so he wants to stay extended and rotate. So come all the ways over. And now, folding forward, coming down, and back to center. So this is how you get a full circular motion, including all movements of the spine, flexion, rotation, side bending, and extension. Okay? Some people will do this well, some people won't. It just takes some practice, and once you do a little bit, you'll start to pick it up. Goal is to draw the biggest circle possible without compensating from the hips. Alright? Another drill we can do is doing a cat-camel or cat-cow, whatever you want to call it. Everyone decides to call it something different. So we'll have Jason come down to his hands and knees. Alright, let's have you face the wall. So from here we could do two ways, right? If say someone has a really hard time doing a regular cat-cow, so just do one or two for me. Just arch your back as much as you can and round your back as much as you can. So he does a pretty good job here, a little bit flat down here. But say someone really had a hard time doing this, we could break this up in two ways. So we could do one with the thoracic block, which is just trying to teach them how to use their lower back. So let's put your head down on the floor right here. And then what I want you to do is I just want you to kind of roll yourself forward onto the top of your head. So what we're doing here is by creating movement through the thoracic spine, we're blocking this motion. So now, when we do our cat-camel, we can try to affect just the lumbar spine. So now I want you to arch here and rounds from here. So now you do your cat-camel, go both directions, give me a couple. So now you can see that most of his movement comes from right here and not from up here. So this is one way you can get yourself or your clients or your patients to start to move from the lumbar spine and separating it from the thoracic, okay? And we can also separate this, come back up, and now if they have a really hard time moving the thoracic spine, you can have them sit back on their heels. Now what this does is it takes up motion at the lumbar spine, so now we can have him cat-camel from here, working on upper back, or you can even come down onto his elbows and do the same thing from here, okay? You can incorporate the head looking up at the ceiling. So you get the entire spine, so you can do one more round, everything all the ways up through here, and then arch your back every single segment up, all the ways up through the head. Give these guys a try, see if you can open up your spine this way. It'll give you major benefits for all your exercises.